packing outside because I wasn't very organised last night and I didn't want to wake everybody up by rustling, so packing out in the hallway. This is the mud of yesterday. 5 days in, ultras, okay? It's not too bad, just very dirty. But what is this fraying business, Ultra? I don't know, I think Ultra owes me another pair of shoes for all the inconveniences. It's my breakfast from last night's supermarket haul. Good morning, everybody. I now have learned the word for bridge in Spanish, which is puente. Leaving the lovely Estella and heading to Los Arcos. Point of highlights today is that it is going to have a wine fountain in about 45 minutes down the road. So that should be fun. What a beautiful church. Are we not going up there, are we? We're going to the wine fountain today and I'm very, very excited. Hiking in tennis skirts was an option that I had, but I think I might try the American label that gives it a bit more of a flair. I think one lady there is hiking with bicycle shorts that has a skirt in front for modesty. Kind of nice, eh? Here we go, everyone. Here's the famous Fuente del Vino, Irache, established 1891. I think it started off by wines made by monks and now they've provided for all the pilgrims. I'm excited to try, but I know that, you know, it won't be as amazing, but I'm just grateful that they've got this for us. It's so nice. This is the famous blacksmith stop. You've seen that in YouTube videos and now, oh look, he's here working. That's fab. That's made out of metal. Beautiful piece of wood. Interesting. There you go. One way to hold a wine bottle. These are lovely. Definitely a place where you can get a stamp. Heading to the wine fountain. Beautiful grapes. Somebody was saying that it's unusual to be having this kind of rain. Every night it rains. So we're having a really different kind of Camino. It's never expected. Guys, coming up you can actually smell it. Everyone's hitting that fountain like there's no tomorrow.
It's a beautiful morning.
Oh, well, hello there.
Hello.
Did you just beat me to the wine fountain?
Yes. He was running. I saw him run. The last 50 metres he ran.
Did you run?
Broke into a run.
Doesn't Amsterdam have wine? What's the verdict?
It's all right.
It's all right?
Yeah, it's real. And it's out of the shell. So what could be better?
I thought you were going to pull out a bottle.
Get stuck in. You back home though to Oz. They'll undo my shell.
Please undo my shell, Will.
You could wash that out in water.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. If you're happy with that.
Oh yeah.
We're waiting.
Video. So here we are at the Irache monastery, where they literally do turn water into wine, as will be demonstrated. Thank you. Got carried away with the commentary there.
Okay, so here's the demonstration. This is the lever where you pull and gently. Oh! Oh no, my hat got wet!
Divina.
Oh, I've wasted so much
You have been baptized.
I know.
And now you take the drink. Pilgrim's drink. to sustain you all the way to Los Arcos.
Ah,
Happy days.
it's so good. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Buen camino.
Buen camino. Thank you so much. Hey guys, the wine actually tastes okay. But if you like Pinot Grigio, hang on, is it Pinot Gris that's... If you like Pinot Noir, you'd like this one because it's light. And yeah, it's nice, beautiful colour. Definitely in the Vino country. There's two ways to go to Los Arcos, which is where we're heading today. One is 16.8 and the other one is 17.9. Okay. And there's the vineyard. Gee, if I was going for a Sunday stroll, I'd probably head there. But we are going to take a slightly longer route. So, Buen Camino. There's quite a few. Hola! Buen Camino. There's quite a few camping spots along this path after the wine fountain. I guess people do come here and camp, and great tennis courts. Oh, that's a nice one. Well, while I have a pretty virtually free of pilgrims path, just a quick update. Paula, Cindy, Margaret are all the pilgrims I know that have decided to stay back. It's not a bad idea. Estella is a very nice village. It's a little small town. It's got everything there really. But I'm feeling good. I'm gonna keep going. I feel my momentum has really helped me to get up every morning. I now have a Buenos dias. I now have a process, and I would have gone out a bit earlier, but I was waiting to upload my video, which is not working. Entering another tunnel. Tunnel. Ooh, I'm about to enter a pretty spooky forest. Spooky. Well, it's lovely to be having the road to yourself, the pilgrimage to Santiago. Sometimes I miss people, especially when it's very moody. I think it'd be nice just to have somebody up in the distance in case I need assistance, fall over or whatever. But no, I think it is still nice to be doing it this solo. Sometimes it's good to just, if you're not feeling very secure, to step aside, especially if there's someone behind you, because I'd rather have that person in my sight than behind me. So anyway, he's really lovely, but you just never know. Sometimes you get heaps of locals walking down the same path, and it's nice to say hello to them, you know. Hola.
Hello.
Buenos dias.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful cold.
So, I'm here with the lovely Jo and Emma, whose birthday it is today, but we're going to talk to her second so that she feels very special. But Jo is from South Australia, fellow Australians. And so Jo, tell me, how has the Camino experience served you? How are you feeling about it?
Well, we're only a week in, but it's good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like we're getting our Camino legs.
Yes.
We got our first tiny blister yesterday, but we've got our packs all fixed, and
Yep.
so we're good. We enjoyed the walk without the packs too sometimes, like
Yep.
today for Emma's birthday,
Yep.
which is nice. And we had our own room last night, which is very special.
Yes.
I haven't done that before.
Yep.
But no, I love it. The walking is lovely, and just meeting all the people from all over the world is so beautiful. You get to meet some like you, Milena, and yeah, you just walk every day. You walk and talk with someone new from a different part of the world. It's
So true.
Interesting.
So true.
I love it, and the countryside. I mean,
Yeah. What is there not to love?
what is there not to love?
And so, if somebody was thinking about doing the Camino, what would be the tips that you might offer?
Pack light. Pack and then unpack and unpack again. Like you just
Yes.
don't need very much.
So true.
one of the girls described it as her fear pack, which I thought was good.
Yeah, good one.
Like just in case stuff.
Yep.
Which, you know, sometimes I guess you do need, but really, how much, I think because of all the shops and most of it you can find along the way.
3 words to describe the Camino. Fun.
Healthy, and just, I don't know, glorious.
Oh, good words.
I just think it's all beautiful.
Oh,
I
thanks.
loved every minute.
Thanks, Joe. So I'm now talking to the amazing Emma, who's just turned a really good age. Oh, wow, she's offered it. All right, happy birthday, Em. All right, so Em's also from South Australia and traveling together with Joe. So your turn. Tell me about your Camino experience so far.
It has been a joy. Every step's just been a joy. And just enough challenge to keep you focused, and yeah, just the word joy just keeps coming up. It is, yeah, the people, the scenery, love it.
Love it. Okay. And again, once regarding advice for people who might be thinking about doing the Camino.
Yeah, no time pressure.
What is that?
Puppy dogs.
Oh, wow. No, okay, no time pressure. Love it. Okay.
Yeah, don't put any expectations and just see what falls out. I think it was you who said on their first night at border, take your life for a walk.
Yes.
So already we've started to unravel a few funny knots.
I'm glad you say funny. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it, right, guys?
So we walk and we talk, and we've been friends for a long time. But
Yeah,
we
beautiful
haven't-
friendship. Seriously, it's quite rare to see female friendship that is so positive and so equal, you know? That's what I've noticed about you two. Yeah, no, it is. You both have, you know, a female friendship that is not competitive, you know? Like I see a lot of that. And female friendship who are genuinely happy for each other. And
Oh, that's such an important thing. I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear you sort of identify
no,
that.
it's true. You got to be happy for each other and
Oh,
genuinely happy and not, you know
You
what I'm
should
saying?
cheer everybody on, but you
Yes.
should always cheer your friends
Your
on.
buddies on, yes. Right, so 3 words to describe the Camino.
Joy, privilege, and health.
Love it. Thanks so much, Em. And happy birthday. Any special wishes for today? You realise... No more blisters. You realise the Catholics will say, bless you, my child. You are going to have a phenomenal day. May the Lord smile upon you. Thanks, Lord. Yeah. There's a jukebox. Everything looks so good here. Nice coffee machine. Fresh juice. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Em. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hooray! You see, we've got an audience.
Thank you.
Cheers!
This is really good.
Yeah, you're welcome, Gunther. Thanks for your help with the phone yesterday.
Hun sikker sig en gave for, som hun har ønsket sig. Med dejlig chokolade og kager til.
Yay!
Okay.
Do it in German.
Zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Zum Geburtstag, liebe Pellegrina.
Is that beer? Yeah. They seem to be really professional about coffee. Oh, that's cute. Okay, coming out from the wine fountain, there's a really cute little coffee shop, and now we're going up and around a small mountain with this kind of terrain, and it's a cloudy kind of day. That peak is almost a perfect triangle. I'm feeling really good actually today. A bit tired from just, you know, walking a bit, consistently, but I think I may have hit my Camino legs at this point. I shouldn't say that too loudly in case the gods of the Camino hills can hear me, but feeling alright. No one's around. A lot of people have stayed back in that town, the Estella, so the path is quite clear today. Oh, that would be so good with some cheese, hard cheese. That's the terrain for today. You wouldn't want to be here, pushed here to the side where the bikes come along. It's quite dangerous to lose the footing. There's heaps of bikes on the Camino, and some of them are polite. Most of them are not. And you know, I think there are bike etiquettes that could be better used, but anyways, I think, you know, for those who tell you when they're behind you, that's great. For those who just passes by, and there's no bells on most of these bikes, you just don't know if they're coming up sometimes quite suddenly. So yeah, we're sharing paths with bikes, and some of them can be quite arrogant with the usage of the roads. Anyways, Camino's for everyone, so not a complaint, but more a request, just to, you know, guys, just let us know when you're coming up so that we're not being jammed into the sides too much. Thanks. Ooh, this would be great with yogurt. These wild berries grow all throughout the trail, and there's so much of them. The red ones means they're not ripe, but the black ones are great to eat. And it's a pop of vitamin C, antioxidant, and I've seen locals come down the trail with plastic bags just to fill them up. So, you know, they're good. They're good and they're free. But don't overpick, of course. I try not to. But yeah, this is really, really nice. Little picnic table. I would put these in pancakes, yogurt, smoothie, a salad served with salmon, vinaigrette style, on a Victorian sponge as a birthday cake, and on an ice cream served for dessert. That's 8 ways with Spanish blackberries. Brought to you today by M. Oh, mud. Red clay mud. My shoes are really putting a stamp on Spanish earth now. They do stain, so just be careful if you've got clothes that you want to keep. Blackberries. Can't get lost. There are shops along the way selling Camino wares. I love that sign, cute. Someone just gave me this, and I just dropped my phone and cracked the screen. So basically, you think you're the 3 words that describe the Camino is community, conversations,
Yeah,
and Camino itself.
yeah.
Yeah. Gracias. Wow.
probably didn't teach them to respect women, probably didn't teach them to cook, and probably didn't teach them how to organize themselves and live.
Is this,
And my mom did.
is this typical of a male of a certain age? What age would that be?
Well, again, not to be a man basher, but many men never grow out of that. You know, mommy's taking care of them, and then they're a slob when they're in their 20s. Then they have a wife in their 30s that does a lot of the work, and some men don't grow out of it.
Wow.
Some men do, but, you know, I think there are, and I don't want to generalize, but I would think there are more women in their 50s who are fine on their own than men. So again, not all men, I'm just saying more women than men.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And yet, the narrative of the world is so masculine, you know?
Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Put up. So
With the stars.
the local associations had the old, was put together by a person who didn't Saint Jean to Santiago, so point in one direction. Don't lead people off the garden path.
I know, I'm not very fond of those signs.
Yeah.
I never look at my maps when I'm walking at the moment. I think it's just like you just walk until you get there, right?
Walk the tree over there.
Food trucks. We love a good food truck on the Camino. What? Is that a brownie?
Well, you know, a little bit of health, yeah. I mean, you know,
Well, I need to go to the toilet, and oh my lord, this is ridiculous. There's tissue paper everywhere. I can still see people at the food trucks. I better go a bit deeper, but there is toilet paper everywhere, and I don't know. Well, I've just peed on my shoes. This is what I'm saying, like we are supposed to leave no traces. That is a really good food truck. It's run by Americans, and they used to be pilgrims, so they kind of understand the kind of fruit and food that we need. So there was a lot of like veggie sticks and hummus, brownies, carrot cakes, coffees. Yeah, it's a good place to stop. I'm a bit sad because I've dropped my phone and have cracked the glass. If anything, is a lesson in just slowing down, because I forgot to put a glass cover on. I know, how can you forget? But I did have one in a drawer somewhere at home before I left for the Camino, and I was saying to myself, I've got to put a cover on because I'm bound to, you know, drop my phone. And but then I forgot. I was rushing out the door in some ways. So a little bit sad about that, but I think it still works. I'm hoping that I don't have to replace it until I get home to Melbourne. So let's see. Eating some trail nuts. I'm about 4 kilometers from Los Arcos. I have no internet today because I've signed up to an eSIM company called Airolo, something like that. Anyway, I've got myself, 30 days, 5 gigs, and it doesn't seem to be enough because they've switched me off because I think I must have over-consumed. So in order for me to upgrade my plan, I have to be connected to Wi-Fi, and God, out here, where are you going to get Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying? So I'm so glad that the arrows showing the Camino way is quite good, because having no maps, I am going to get lost otherwise. So really lovely to see the Camino showing the way with good signs. Speaking about signs, apparently the European Union have come up with their own signs And because they've paid for new signages to be put up along the way, they decided to put their logo on it. So we don't see that many traditional arrows anymore. Let me show you what is now showing in terms of pathway finders. So if you look at these signs, you see those little stars that show the European Union. It's got number 1 for bikes and then number 3 for hiking. I don't know why these numbers were assigned the way they have, but that's the way they are. And it's confusing because it's got, you know, one way going to Los Arcos, which is where I'm going today, and the other going to Luquin. And the Camino is the way, one way, you know, and I think that's confusing now because, so I think I'm just going to ignore those signs. And I know the town that I'm going to, but I am seeking those concrete boulders where they've got the arrows or the shells as being my pathfinders, and ignoring the ones with all the stars around it. I'm afraid the Camino is getting more and more commercialized, and I'm glad I'm doing it now and not in 10 years time when it's the sort of the principles or the values behind the Camino might be a bit, I don't know, lost. I've just talked to a group of friends who've taken their one friend on this Camino. This one friend that they're taking has got Alzheimer's. They're all the same age. The one that has Alzheimer's couldn't keep up with the walk, and so she chose to take public transport. And so what that means is that they had to track her, and because she didn't have an Apple tag, one of them put her iPhone into the knapsack of the one with Alzheimer, and that way they can continue with their Camino, get their unwell friend to the next stop, because, you know, it was just too hard this particular stage, so that they can continue the Camino, all of them together. And they were really worried that the one with Alzheimer might forget to get off at the right bus stop, but the happy news is that it was all successful. So, but I'm quite humbled by stories like that, you know. Obviously, friends and women helping each other always makes me smile. So this now is the last 4 or 5 Ks to Los Arcos. This is the kind of dryish, dry grass kind of land. You've got rocks, and then you've got sediments and sand. Long straight roads, very tan, a couple of colours only. Might this be signifying what is to come for the Meseta, the dreaded middle section of the Camino that is flat like a pancake? This has been a really interesting day. According to one pilgrim I was talking, and he tried to analyse me, and I think he may have got it. He said, you appear to be someone who has now come through the other side of the divorce and just entering a new phase. And I guess he is right in that aspect. Courage! I love that word. I also love the word grit, G-R-I-T, because it means it's hard, but you just, you know, grit, determination. Doesn't mean it's easy, but, you know. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit emotional here. I've just had hummus at the food truck. One more thing, I think flat walking, like walking with no heels, just leads to introspection in a way that is a bit too much. So let's give me some heels, please. For the past 6 days, when people ask me why am I on the Camino, I give them, you know, empty sort of responses, which seems to tick the boxes for most. Some, though, know that it's not everything. What I will say is this, is that, you know, I have done several interviews on this, in this series on the Camino, And I never ask people, why are you doing the Camino? Because I think it's deeply personal. And you don't really ask people that until you've actually created a bit of an understanding between you two. The sharing of ideas and information, or, opening up to, the other person. But today somebody asked me for the very first time, why are you here? And I had to say to him, I don't know. And then he was wise enough, because he is a couple of decades older than me, to then say, that's okay. But then we talked further, and somehow, he got it out of me. And it's the way he asked the questions. And it takes a person who's done work to get information out of me in that sense. So there you go. The Camino provides. And I have found a bit of answers, I think. But then the answers I know already. I just need affirmation or confirmation, if that makes any sense. I am a firm believer that if you're going to do 800 kilometers, yeah, sure, it's nice to do it with a buddy, with a friend, but I think for the first one you should really do it on your own, because there is so much value to be received. You know what? I shouldn't have asked people questions that hit at the nerve of human existence, which is, are you lonely? Because they turned the table on me today, not by asking that question, because I'm actually not lonely. I choose solitary sometimes, but if you know me, I'm pretty sociable. But it's this particular pilgrim turned the table on me and asked me questions that he shouldn't have asked. Oh, but then he's smarter and wiser. He's got a couple of decades older than me, so, which is fine. This started me off on this rant at the moment. Thank God there's nobody around. A lot of father and son does the Camino. I don't know why it's father and son. Maybe it's an adventure thing that, a dad wants to take his son on. I would love to do this with my son. So Ethan, do you hear that? Come on. And I would love to go on the Camino with my daughter. I would love. Hey everybody, just want to say thank you very much for all your lovely messages, and all the comments and the likes and the shares and the coffees and the words of encouragement. It's so nice to hear from you. And I make these videos for myself. Sorry, but I did. And it's so nice that some of you are able to get something out of it. It's a pretty epic journey. I've left my job and I am pretty much free for the next little while, and so the Camino is exactly what I need at the moment. And anyways, it's a journey that I've taken for myself, but I'm not such a solo creature that I don't like to put my thoughts out there to see what comes back. And I really appreciate all of you who've written to me, bought me a coffee, who have liked my video, who have shared it, or even if you didn't do all of that but you have found some value in it, that's good enough for me. Anyways, I love the word courage, brave and grit, but especially grit. I think that word has helped me a lot, so take it as you wish. If you admire me in any way, it's because, grit is the word. At the end of the day, I think you've got to do the work. And believe it or not, I'm actually a really happy person. I'm very lucky. I've got a loving, supportive set of parents. I've got fantastic friends, not just, in Australia, but in other countries that I have worked in. And I have great mentors, and I've got great role models, and people don't know that I admire them, but I take something from everybody in terms of things that I can learn from. And So for that, I'm very, very lucky. And I'm very lucky that I've been organised so that I can pay my own way to do something like this. But I do need a job when I come home. And in fact, I took a interview by phone the other day at Border. That's a second day on the Pyrenees. Took a telephone call. It was only 5 minutes. It was a screener call, and somehow I managed to pass that. So now I've got an interview lined up for a pretty cool organisation. Let's see. I'm not going to devote a lot of time in job search. In fact, I think this is the only one, and I'm happy that they're interested in my CV. Let's see what it will bring, but we're only a third of the way. Not even, like maybe a quarter. I think we're 100 k's into 800, so what am I talking about? An eighth of a way into the Camino, so it's a long process. I'll try and make it interesting for you in terms of showing you the stuff. But there are a couple of very big hills coming up and some very flat sections, and yeah, if you want to come along, that's great. I'll show you. It might not be fantastic, but it will be honest. Look at all these, I think, blueberries. Wild ones, I think. I'm just gonna taste one. This pilgrim looks like Santa Claus, actually. Santa Claus picking berries for his elves, maybe, for the dessert. Hi, Santa. Nice. Bene.
May the photo.
Oh, sure. Very handsome. One more. Ready? Hang on. One more. Nice. Very good. Va bene. Nice. Gracias.
Thank you. Grazie a te.
Italian? What nationality?
Piero.
Your name is Piero. Are you Italian?
Sali?
What nationality are you?
Italian.
Italiano.
Tu?
Buongiorno. I'm Australian.
Amazonia?
Australian.
Australian?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Si.
Grazie.
Grazie. I'm so crap at Italian. I didn't even know the word goodbye. So crap. I need to go to Italy. These new flashy signs kind of a bit annoying with the EU stars around and giving all sorts of directions. Ones will do. They could stay. I mean, it's been this way forever, so why do we need new signs? Are you going to be okay? Do you need someone to go with you? Do you have family that can help you? Does your family know where you are?
Yeah, we know.
They know. Okay, good. And the hospital can call your family member, yes? Okay. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, one of the pilgrims today that we started off with, her name is, I won't say her name, has suffered heat exhaustion, and so she was not well. So now they've called an ambulance and she's going to be okay. As you can imagine, I've got quite a few stones in my shoes now. I think some people bring a stone cover thing over their sneakers or their shoes, the trail runners. I had some, but I decided not to bring too much stuff, so I reckon. But it would be helpful right now because of the gravel. You know, I think I and my ex-husband may have destroyed for our children the notion that you can actually live happily ever after, because I think when I spoke to my son and my daughter at various stages the past 8 years, which has been 8 years that I have been divorced, neither of them wanted to have children. Maybe it's a Gen Z thing, but is it also because of the fact that they've seen their parents so unhappy? Stones, and I can't be bothered bending down, so we are here, Los Arcos, baby. Hey, I feel really good. I think I found my Camino legs. Los Arcos.
3 equal. Like 1 is the sun and 3 is the arrow. That's not true. 1 is a European route now, a new setup they've got. That means bicycles, and 3 is for walking. But look, overlapping routes follow the way of St. James indication.
That sign is so confusing. It doesn't explain anything.
Well,
doesn't it look so? Basically, 1 is the star, the shell.
Yeah, I know.
And 3 is the arrow. It says the same thing.
I know, but see, it's put together by bureaucrats who don't understand the Camino or hiking.
Come on, guys, do better.
But really what you need to do is ignore the 1s and the 3s and just follow the shell and the arrow.
Agreed. Yep. Hello, goats and chickens. Hi. Hello, darling. Hi. Look, she's got the hooves up already. Hi, baby. Hi, darling. Do you bite? Oh, okay.
Goats will eat anything, so.
Hello. Thanks for the cheese. I love goat's cheese. Okay.
Yeah, we know you're the king of the castle.
Hello. Born Camino.
Got quite the menagerie. He's waking up the neighbor.
Running with the bulls is not just in Pamplona, and these are...
See, that's the protective one, and this is where they would close it off when they run the bulls along here, so that they don't run that way.
Oh, and
You
is
see
it...
that in a few Spanish towns.
And is this for people?
Closely.
Is this for people to put their foot up? No.
No, that's
just too
where they
close.
put the heavy timbers across,
Oh.
so the bulls don't run that way.
Oh, so do they run the bulls down here? Wow. Okay. And you know what? I don't know about that. It might be a little bit cruel. So some houses have got these doors with these wooden things to stop the bulls from charging into them. And the windows too. Wow. Okay. So I thought it was only a Pamplona thing, you know. This is another way of protecting their doors. They're nice doors, so maybe has it been recent that the bulls have been let out? Is that why these barricades are up, or they just have it up permanently?
No.
Okay.
Look at that grand old door. Oh,
Beautiful.
Sure, that's beautiful.
Sí, sí, granero 1 y 2. ¿Sí? Ah, esta no, la otra.
¿Ves? Ya lo saben.
Esta de todas formas es una segunda llave para la habitación, solo la habitación.
Alright. Banyo means toilet. Oh, it's cute. I'm going up the 2nd floor to my dorm. Apparently, because I didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't get the message that I was supposed to confirm my bed for tonight. And but luckily, 3 pilgrims decided to take a private room, so now I've got a spare room spare bed for me. This is my bed for tonight. This is the view. It's nice. Lucky I got this for €15. I need to pay more attention to the emails, I think. Hey everybody, I'm sitting on the balcony of the Albergue and oh my god. That's the bell. It sounds a bit like I don't know, whatever, but I am having a good time. About to go to a birthday dinner for a pilgrim friend, Emma, whose birthday it is today. I'm in a room full of men and it feels a bit strange. I'm on the top bunk, and then there's 3 guys, and then a door that is permanently opened that goes into another dorm with like 8 beds, and that's a mix. There's a couple of women in there, but yeah, it's a bit strange, but anyways, this is my view. My feet feel okay today. I think I've found my rhythm in terms of, you know, getting up in the morning, what bag to pack, how to start getting ready, how to leave the place, and it's all good. I think I'm gonna make it to Santiago, guys, but I don't want to overpromise anybody or anyone, including me, but hopefully everything will go well. Again, still a bit sad that I have dropped my phone and definitely smashed a corner of my iPhone screen. So, but the camera's working, so there will be more videos. Just a bit upset about that. All right, heading to the showers now and going to go out and get a drink or 2. This is the pilgrim's meal and it looks so lovely, but we're going out for dinner for Emma's birthday.
Yeah. Eva, we might not see you ever again, but I'm sure I see those other girls.
We know who to look for.
That's right, when you're in Australia.
We just would like to add Australia to your list of possibilities.
Another Australian.
Happy birthday, Em!
Woo! So special. Yeah. And it's not that I don't like it.
Yay.
Oh, yum. That's good.
Is that a little bit of pork?
Yeah, have some.
No,
Oh my god.
But
No,
what's the
have
meat
some.
with it?
I think it's chicken, isn't it? Is it chicken?
I think it's pork.
Oh, it's pork. Okay. Jim and Emma. Happy birthday to Jim and Emma. Happy birthday to you, Jim and Emma.